Welcome everybody to the part 2 of the Survive and Thrive in a Crisis Guide. And today we're going to be going through personal resilience. And the module was developed, so the personal resilience module was developed based on the Business in Mind research project that was originally run from the staff at the University of Tasmania. It was funded by the Australian Research Council, Beyond Blue and WorkCover Tasmania. And so thanks very much for the wonderful work that the University of Tasmania has done in this area. And I'd also like to introduce Sue Wild. Sue, welcome to our session today.
Thanks, Peter. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it was fantastic to have you. Do you want to just tell everyone a little bit about your business and your background?
Yeah, I'm an executive coach, and for most of my career, I've been working in leadership development across large corporates for the first 20 years across Honeywell and Optus, KPMG, HSBC. And for the last 15 years, I've been running my own business and executive coaching, working one-on-one with leaders to help them to achieve their best in a business context and a leadership context.
Yeah, that's okay. So that's fascinating. That's part of, I suppose, while we're doing this module, a lot of business owners really focus on the dollars and cents. And personal resilience, so we talk about business resilience, which is the first module, but how important is it for the people in the organisation, for both the business owner, the leaders, the executive team and the employees to have personal resilience? And does that impact the bottom line of the business?
Absolutely, particularly in the environment that we've got right now in terms of COVID-19. So looking at how businesses are resilient through this time, leaders are under enormous amount of stress in terms of trying to run their business, but then also be a role model for their people. So there's a huge link to how they're being able to set themselves up and cope and be resilient in this environment. And it certainly has a major impact on the bottom line.
Yeah, and it's like anything. I mean, if you're a star athlete and you're so nervous at the running block, it's about turning that nervous energy or turning that fear into high performance capability. And the problem is if we haven't effectively, if we're not coping with stress, if we haven't dealt with this situation effectively, then that leads to poor decisions and poor bottom line outcomes.
And particularly in this environment where we've got some big things going on, it can feel like it's a balloon just being blown up and up and up. And we do tend to then lose focus on what are the things that are really important for us to make sure our businesses thrive and survive through this period. So being able to focus on getting ourselves in the right place and then being able to role model that for our people is really, really important.
Okay, fantastic. Well, look, let's step through some of the coursework that we've got, and then we're going to get your insight into it. So this is part of a 24-step crisis management plan, and it covers business resilience and personal resilience. And we talked in part 1, and I'll just highlight this, that if we start in this bottom left-hand corner, we really, in part 1, looked at what was impacting the business from a financial perspective. So this top part is this financial perspective, and this is what we're this is what we're going to look at now, which is this personal resilience level of going through the steps to build that personal resilience level.